Boxingego here, best in the business, and it's not even close. Now, I'm not going to waste any time. I love to be challenged. I love when you guys get on my page, challenge me, and say these different things in the comment section. I got a lot of supporters. That goes without saying. Shout out to each and every one of you. But with that, with the territory comes the haters. And I'll just say, I love it because this is what the world needs. Can't just be all good, all people singing your praises. Can't be all negative. In the case of Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, there are a few scragglers who have challenged my reporting. In this video, stay tuned to the end, you will see that my reporting was accurate. In the case of Devin Haney, he has sent an 8-page letter to the New York State Athletic Commission, the commission that was overseeing the Ryan Garcia fight. And information later came out. The 8-page letter was sent. It's a complaint. It's basically outlining why they feel they should have a victory, a win in the Ryan Garcia fight, despite losing on the cards to Ryan Garcia. Now, we do know that Ryan Garcia tested positive for Ostarine. That's what they found the day before the fight and the day of the fight. So he has a case to fight May 22nd. They will open up that sample. Now, Devin Haney's team, they don't want the standard issue, which is if found guilty in the B sample and he can't explain how it got in his system, no tainted supplements, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to go through the list. Then that fight would be overturned to a no contest, no decision. Devin Haney's team wants more than that. They want an actual victory. A no contest, no decision is basically almost like the fight never happened. The loss would naturally go off of Devin Haney's record because of the positive adverse finding in the drug test. But Devin Haney's team wants basically a +1 on their record. They want Ryan Garcia to have a -1, basically 2 losses, because we know he got stopped by Gervonta Davis, but they want the record to show that Devin Haney beat him, which, you know, this will kind of set precedence in the New York Commission. I don't recall a case that happened in New York. I understand Badu Jack, Lucian Butte, I already talked about that, but that was in DC. So in this video, you guys will see, because there were some comments and some people who challenged my information. They said, oh, Devin Haney is not seeking that this gets overturned into a win. Ryan Garcia has refuted that, and I will show you in the next 1 minute. So just stay tuned to this video, buckle up. Ryan Garcia has told you he's in Saudi right now, Saudi Arabia, for the Tyson Fury Usyk undisputed fight. He told you exactly what I said. Without further ado, roll the clip.
But it was a great fight. The fight was easy though, so I can't really speak on the fight. The fight was no contest at all.
Speaking of no contest, obviously Devin Haney's trying to push for the fight to be a no contest.
No, he's trying to push the fight so that he can win. He wants me to be DQ'd.
Have you seen Eddie Hearn yet? Saudi?
No, I have not. I don't really like Eddie Hearn at the moment, but it's all good. He got scared when I said I was gonna punch him.
Watch me catch a body. When this hits one, Ego's gonna catch a body. We gonna see who's telling the truth. Like I said, everybody want to be objective until it's time to be objective. If you come for me, you best not miss. If you come for the throne, you come for the crown, you best not miss. So we got 6 seconds. Oh, I'm so scared. What am I gonna do? 7-6 mark. I got 5 seconds. Kenya V said I got 5 seconds on the clock. Frontline said I got 4. I'm shaking in my boots. I'm shaking in my boots. Oh, I only got 3 seconds left. What am I gonna do? Did Ego come prepared? If you come for the throne, you best not miss. Stop playing with me. Boom. Dan Rayfield. And why he specifically is important here, because Dan Rayfield was the one that kicked off. He was the very first source that I seen that said Ryan failed the PED test. Then he also came out and had sources that he had cleared with the nandrolone. So Now the Haneyacks, all of a sudden, they not gonna want to believe Dan Rayfield. That's how we doing it. So hold on. Listen, I am going to bake them after this super chat. You guys continue to send super chats, continue to send cash apps if you want. After this, I'm not stopping. So all super chats, cash apps, continue to send them if you will, but I'm not reading anymore because I promise you, I'm about to flame them and catch a body, and I'm not stopping. So just for the record, Kamal Oz, thank you, $20. Bill and Devin are very transparent. They thought Ryan Garcia was an easy dub. They thought he was easier than Sandor Martin, and they paid him step aside money, so they lost out all the way. And a way to one up Gervonta Tank Davis. Ooh, the boy is cooking. When Ryan was acting crazy and showing up overweight, they were still cool. Now it's a problem, LOL. And Kamal just caught a body. Thank you to Kamal Oz. Now I'm about to get back to it and destroy y'all. So we can't undermine Dan Rayfield's reporting now when it's convenient, because he was the same person that said Ryan tested positive, and the Haneyacks immediately took his word and his reporting style and said, hey, I knew it, Ryan's on drugs. So don't try to minimize it now and say he don't know what he's talking about. So it says in a letter from Devin Haney, and he tagged them, Devin Haney's lawyer to New York State Athletic Commission, they seek to have Ryan Garcia, he tags him, win changed to a DQ loss. I've highlighted it for you. It says Devin Haney tagged him. His lawyer sent a letter snitching to New York State Athletic Commission. They seek to have tagged him. Ryan Garcia's win changed to a disqualification loss. I thought Ego didn't know what he was talking about. We only on chapter 1, and you've already been destroyed. And then at the bottom, I've highlighted it, he tagged Bill Haney. So he's tagging all parties involved that have Twitter personal profiles, right? He's literally tagging everybody. He's literally the person that's been on top of all of the drug testing, fails and clearances with the nandrolone metabolite, right? So how come the Haneys haven't come out and said, hey, we don't want this. We don't know what you're talking about. He tagged them. So why didn't they come out and say, you're a liar, Dan Rayfield? We ain't request that. Let's keep going. I highlighted it again. He wrote an article. Haney seeks to have Ryan Garcia's win changed to a disqualification loss. It is highlighted for you, and it's highlighted in yellow. Can everybody see that? It says Haney seeks to have Ryan Garcia's win changed to a disqualification loss. I thought I was lying though. Oh, you got some explaining to do. You guys said I was lying, and that's not what the Haneys were trying to do and get it reversed. That's what you told me in my comments. So what is it? Because Dan Rayfield, he's tweeting it. He's tagging everybody involved. There's never been any kind of press release or statement. Like Bill Haney didn't say on Vlad TV, oh, Dan Rayfield a liar. Now all of a sudden, yeah, he said they're going to act like they can't read. So the Haneys, in fact, are, Lucy, you got some explaining to do. I'm the new Ricky Ricardo. I'm Ricky Ricardo of boxing. So you guys told me my reporting was wrong, and that's not what they were looking to do in my comments. Let's keep it going. Oh, I highlighted some more. When Ego pull out the highlighter, you know it's gonna get dangerous. It says, oh my gosh, this is so easy for me. So easy. I told y'all leave me alone, but y'all didn't want to leave me alone. So, we got to do it this way. All right. So it says, this is the article. Typically, if a fighter is found to have used a banned substance in a victory, part of any punishment is that, and you see I've highlighted, you see that yellow highlight. It says the commission that oversaw the bout scrubs the win and loss from the participants' records, and the result is changed to a no decision. Do you all see that? Highlighted in yellow. You have on the left a smaller version. I've enlarged the text for you guys so you can see it. Once again, the commission that it says, as part of any punishment, if someone tests positive and they're found guilty, the commission that oversaw the bout automatically scrubs the win and loss from the participants' records, and then the result is changed to a no decision, no contest. Literally what I've told you in my reporting. I said typically in these situations, what happens is if they find him guilty, he has no answer to how it got in his system, then it will be pretty much reversed as if the fight didn't happen. Who heard me say that? And I said it would be labeled a no contest, no decision. But that wasn't good enough for the Haneys. And as far as the haters, they said I was lying. And this wasn't what, in fact, the Haneys were trying to do. And now you see it in print, and I've highlighted it for you. Let's keep going. So that is the standard protocol. In this instance, you have the Haneys who are telling the commission their preferred penalties, or they want Ryan Garcia pursued to the furthest extent, which is more so above and beyond what the commission normally would do, which is a no contest, no decision. And it says, and I quote, "But Devin Haney, citing several issues, is seeking to have the New York State Athletic Commission change Ryan Garcia's majority decision win against him to a disqualification loss, as it is allowed to do, rather than a no contest." As of me recording the video, we do not understand, or we don't know what the commission will do. But for those who doubted my ability to report the facts, for those who said, for whatever reason, that Ego was lying, what do you have to say for yourself now? The Haneys are in fact trying to get this reversed. Don't tell me that I do a bad job because you do a bad job. Don't tell me I'm lying because you're lying. I told you this is that, and now everything that I previously said regarding this, it stands. If Devin Haney, if they rule in his favor and it's proven that Ryan Garcia has no explanation, and in the B sample he has it, the loss already goes away. The memories won't, but the loss itself goes away, as it would be ruled a no contest, no decision. When that happens, I told you, it's almost as if the fight never took place. You don't have a +1 on your resume. It's just like there was cheating that occurred, so it's not a victory for you, and you don't have to suffer the loss. That's what happens. It's kind of like a wash, right? You have a -1 plus a +1 is 0. That's kind of what it is. The Haneys are reaching out before the B sample has even been opened, before the investigation has even concluded, and they're saying, we don't want just a no contest, no decision. We want Devin Haney's record to show that he's 32-0 by giving him the victory versus Ryan Garcia. And we want Ryan, instead of Ryan's fight record saying ... in -1 to Gervonta Davis, they say they want to be in the category of what Gervonta Davis did and have a certified loss on his record. So basically, they want the +1. and they want Ryan's record to show -1. So it's gonna show if they rule in his favor, it'll show that Ryan lost 2 fights. Even though he really kind of beat the brakes off of Devin Haney, and Devin Haney showed heart and, you know, made it through, but he definitely lost the fight as it sits. Now, if someone cheated, cheating's cheating. That's why you have the B samples and the due process. And then in that instance, the standard issue would be to be a no contest, no decision. And now you're not penalized for the loss. They're saying we want him undefeated, plus Ryan to have a loss, plus our win count to go up. And you guys said I was lying. So now I got to protect myself. And the reason for me why this doesn't really look good, because you're trying to set precedent for something that you're basically telling the commission how to do their job. Like, they have a protocol for when these things happen. Ryan is not the first person to test positive for something. He won't be the last. So they have a protocol for it. It's happened before. And in most of those situations, what happens is the no contest, no decision, and, you know, a stain on the person, like imagery, like Ryan Garcia in this case. Like, oh man, how many fights did he cheat in, and that kind of thing. The Haneys, they want something different. They want, I'm a 32-0 fighter in a fight where you got dropped 5+ times for real. Haney is a clown by trying to Men in Black all of us. He need to just take the L, no Diddy. Just take it. Take that, no Diddy. Oh, wow. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I haven't really seen this. And the thing is, people, they say, oh, I disagree with you. Certain things you can disagree with. Like, I think Usyk beats Tyson Fury. So you could disagree until the fight happens, right? But certain things are what they are, and you're not gonna come for the legacy that I've earned from hard work in this sport and have people saying I'm being biased and I'm not being fair and I'm not reporting the facts, only to have them push an agenda and have content creators saying lies that aren't true to try to make Devin Haney or whoever look good. That's not happening on my watch, bro. So if you come for me, then I gotta come for you. I'm showing you guys the proof. The proof is what I said is what it is. They want something above and beyond a no contest, no decision. Now, in case that wasn't good enough, let's keep it going. If you don't believe Dan Rayfield, for whatever reason, even though he was the person that even implicated Ryan Garcia, he was the first person to implicate Ryan Garcia in a failed test, and everybody ran with it. So my point is this. With that, here's my point. Yeah, there's definitely more. Shout out to Steven. There's definitely more. If you come for everything I work for, you better not miss. That's my word. So there's definitely more. But wait, there's more. The thing is, I'm exposing the flaw in the game. Now you're seeing who's really truly inaccurate, who's really truly good at their job, or as fans, who's a good listener, who's leaving these comments, and who really knows what's going on. So if you're gonna say ego's biased, how come the Haneyacks took Dan Rayfield's word that Ryan failed a drug test, but then when I just showed you Dan Rayfield is showing you and reporting that the Haneys want this turned into a disqualification win and victory and a loss for Ryan Garcia, now they're gonna try to say, oh, Dan Rayfield, he don't know what he's talking about. But he knew what he was talking about when Ryan failed a drug test. But now all of a sudden, when it looks like, okay, Ryan passes the nandrolone, now he don't know what he's talking about. When the Haneyacks look bad for lying and saying the Haneys aren't trying to get this turned into a victory, now all of a sudden they're gonna say, oh, but Dan Rayfield, he says a lot of stuff. So it shows you who's picking and choosing. You can't use Dan Rayfield as a source and say his information is good, but only when it's condemning Ryan Garcia. He's doing his job, right? There's things that he said that I don't agree with in the past, but if you're going to use his information, you can't pick and choose. And then a week later, when new information comes out, none of that, because it doesn't fit your agenda, none of that report, you don't want to talk about it. Or you're going to say he's lying. Man, come on, bro. Y'all getting cooked. Y'all, I'm 2-0 right now. Y'all getting cooked. So back, like, leaving the Dan Rayfield subject, we'll go to ESPN. So if you don't trust you don't trust Dan Rayfield to be quoting what's going on, here's ESPN. Mike Coppinger wrote, you see it highlighted, Devin Haney requests that the New York State Athletic Commission overturn loss to Ryan Garcia. And it's highlighted, right? You guys will see a highlight at the bottom, which reads that it says, boxer Devin Haney in a letter to the New York State Athletic Commission obtained by ESPN. So they have the letter. Formally requested through his lawyer, requested on Saturday that last month's loss to Ryan Garcia be overturned to a disqualification win after Garcia's failed doping test. So for the people who's like, oh, Dan Rayfield, he doesn't know, he's lying and all that goofy stuff, right? We're not done though. I told you, y'all said Ego don't know. Okay, we're gonna see. It says, and I quote, you see the highlight, could be changed to a no contest, or if Devin Haney's request is granted, a disqualification loss for Ryan Garcia. But Ego didn't report the facts. It says it could be changed to, this is ESPN's report now, it could be changed to a no contest, or if Devin Haney's request is granted, a disqualification loss for Ryan Garcia. But y'all said I reported it wrong. Ain't that something? So, once again, Ego has successfully defended the throne against the lies, the misinformation, the bullshit. Devin Haney's team has definitely snitched to the commission, and they want something greater than a no contest, no decision. And I think I've effectively proven that. Instead of waiting for the B sample, waiting for the pending investigation in pretty much a week to conclude, they're requesting what they want. And what they want is a victory. Yeah, Kenya B says, and still, I try to tell y'all. So sometimes when you're a content creator such as myself, and you're at the highest level, you know, people throw rocks. People say, oh, you're not good at your job. People think they can do your job. But there's nobody as thorough as Boxingego. There's nobody as detailed and accurate as Boxingego. And I continue to prove my greatness in this sport. 10 plus years, still here, still undefeated. So that's what it is. Don't ever say that Boxingego is out here being biased and lying because you're lying. They want this loss changed to something greater than a no contest, no decision, and they want a victory from it, which is unprecedented. Even using Lucian Bute versus Badu Jack, that is not a good comparison to what we've seen. We seen Ryan spank Devin Haney, for real. The best, like I said from the beginning, that I can give Devin is he showed a tremendous heart to make it through the fight. and his team made a lot of missteps along the way. No rematch clause, no rehydration clause, let Ryan clown around and do all these antics. They did that. They allowed that stuff. Lied to the public, said they the A side, and Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta eras are over. It's the Devin Haney era. So the Devin Haney era didn't even last a year. Didn't even last 6 months for real. Because after the Regis Prograis fight was when we really heard Bill Haney start screaming at Devin Haney era. So I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but from December 9th, the Regis Prograis Devin fight, to April 20th, that's not even like 6 months, because the 6th month is June. So you have Ryan Garcia, who in less than 6 months eradicated that whole Haney era and all that type of stuff. You said you were the A side, but you didn't even move like the A side. I'm confused. You're the A side, but you gave Ryan more money? Make it make sense.